Hi everybody, welcome back to Old Pete Gaming. I'm your host, Old Pete. Now let's get back into the long dark. So we're here in the hatch. I went ahead and had technical difficulties, and so you got to miss seeing me sleep another extra 2 hours. But we are here in the hatch at Pleasant Valley, and we are looking to get some clothing today because I'm tired of being this cold. So let's go. What's our weather looking like today? This isn't bad. Now I said I would go get all that stuff that I put down, but it's just sticks. I'm gonna find plenty of sticks. I'm gonna be weighed down with sticks. I'll leave those for another day. They'll come in handy, believe it or not, when I go back to Pleasant Valley, or not Pleasant Valley, to Timberwolf Mountain eventually. Because even though it's not a great starting zone to be in, it is sort of that late early game to mid game zone where you get rewarded for all the loot you've gathered by getting even more loot and getting the best loot. And so Timberwolf Mountain is the prize, and right now we're just getting ready. We got to equip ourselves to be ready to go and claim that glorious, glorious prize. Stop by this real quick. Arrow, that's useful. Get an arrowhead. That'll be great with that birch sapling that I harvested back in Timberwolf Mountain. So we get that cured. Start making some arrows. That sounds close to where I'm headed, so I'm a little nervous about those wolves. But we can't really... I'm gonna spray in here. Get down, get down. Okay. The sprain risk works on a timer, so the longer you have that slope indicator that you see there in the bottom right corner, the more increased chance you have of getting a sprain. And so when you see that, try and get to flat ground, give yourself some relief, and then go back on the slope. So we're headed for the plane crash, which was added, I think, in episode 3. So when they changed this whole zone and they added Thomas's Crossing, I believe it's called. They added all the stuff there. It used to just be like a gas station and maybe one other building. And then they added this plane crash, which, if you are starting out in a run, this is an excellent, excellent place to be, because you will get so much clothing. Because all of these poor dead passengers, you know, packed for a nice vacation, and they brought their nice clothes with them, and now
could end up being useful.
Be mine. Oh yeah. It probably won't make a difference yet, but once we get that fixed up, that's going to be a great find. That's the second best man-made hat in the game. So far, the clothing has been lackluster. I am cold, so I don't want to do all of my looting right now. I want to try and get warm first. And to do that, I'm going to find a cave. Because if you've played episode 3, you know about a cave that's near here. There usually is also some food that you can find in this area, in the form of some TV dinners, and some airline food that wasn't consumed yet on the flight. That's exactly right. Where is the good stuff? There we go. There's some TV dinners. All right. I was really hoping to find some sort of coat or jacket or parka to go with my ski jacket, but I'm not finding it. I know I said I wasn't going to loot all of it, but I am. I lied. Keeping you on your toes, people. main reason I kept looting is because I'm not sure if I'll be warm enough without a fire in that cave with the current clothing that I have. So if I can find something, that's the bulk of it. I think there might be some things over here. Oh, you know, I promised really good clothing loot, and I think most of what we found was useless and or redundant. I do think there's a couple places over there that might still have stuff. I'm going to try and get warm. And if nothing else, what we did get out of this venture is stuff that we can rip up into cloth to fix up the decent clothing that we've found so far. We have a decent vest, we have the ski jacket. I want to get that ski jacket fixed up. We found the wool socks back there. Those are an improvement over our cotton socks that we have, so this is good stuff. It's not as good as I was hoping, but it could have been worse. Let's get in here and see if we're warm enough, please. We're not. Alright, we'll have to make a fire. I'll do it by the bed. This is where those torches that we made earlier are going to come in handy. If you only have one sort of matches, make sure you hold the button down, or you'll just strike a match and not light it. Alright, held it down, I've lit it, and now let's make a fire. Oh, that's nice that it defaulted to the torch. It almost never does that. I wonder if they have if they've made that an update. Which, man, the times I've been in this game and thought I'm going to go on to one of Hinterland's forums and post an article about how they need to make the burning torch in my hand the first thing that I use to light the fire that I'm trying to light. Instead of giving me the option to use some unlit matches. It's been a lot of times, we'll say that. Alright, we're gonna get... And we'll make some water. Actually, do we have anything to make tea? No, not yet. If we go grab those rose hips and process those, we'll be able to make some tea. But my first priority is to get some decent clothing going here. That's good. I think this will be fast. 30 minutes. Glorious. Look at that 100% wool toque. I love it. Alright, some more water. And fix up the ski jet. How much cloth do we have? Ah, alright, I need to rip up some stuff. Let's start with this vest. I think I need 2 pieces of cloth for the ski jacket. But along with that vest, we'll go for this t-shirt. We definitely aren't going to need. And let's see. Alright, fingers crossed. Our repair skill is not great. We have a 70% chance of success. Oh, I forgot about the water, but that's alright. Yes! That's excellent. Excellent, excellent. Alright. Try that again. Some more sticks on the fire. No shortage of sticks so far. I do want to make some tea while we're here, because I do not have any meds yet. And I don't, right? Yeah, I have no meds. In fact, I should probably make some bandages, because not having a bandage and getting hit by a wolf is about the easiest way to die early game if they don't take you out right away. Yeah, we'll do this. Use that food. We'll get the hide off it. wolf settings, I'm always just terrified to carry around meat. So I always run when I'm doing it. Let's go get the guts. We can get them both, but we'll get one. And as long as we go far enough back in this cave, we go past the point where the temperature changes, and you slow down, which is right there, and we drop it, it'll start curing. I'm even going to drop that sapling. I won't leave it here, but I'll let it start curing. I mean, why not, right? Actually, now I can prepare the tea. Okay, we'll do that while we're warming up. Yeah, birch bark, rose hips, we'll do the rose hips. Birch bark's nice, in that it's just a straight health bonus to you. Oop, I almost messed up. Alright, we gotta get some more sticks. Let's go get 4 sticks. I think the shrub brush here. Is any of this real? Shrub brush, 12, 18 minutes. Yeah, let's do that. That's a nice, efficient way. 12 sticks is a lot of fire. Alright, so now we've got an hour, and we can cook this. That'll be ready in 13 minutes. We'll go get the other gut. Whenever I'm dealing with meat and guts, I always kind of just spam the number 3, which is the drop decoys button. Just because I can't count the number of times where I thought I wasn't carrying anything smelly. And if you just have like one piece of cooked meat on you, you won't get the smell indicator, but you will still be smelly enough to attract animals. And that can be rather bad for you under the wrong circumstances. Alright, cook that, 45 minutes. That should work out really well for what we need to get this deer hide on. Knife. Time is such a valuable resource early in the game, especially. Later in the game, you know, it's maybe more worth it to just use your hands to pull the hide off if you're at the level of carcass harvesting that allows you to do that. But early on, you know, the extra 10 minutes here and there, it can add up. It really can. Especially when you have places to be, because I can't stay here tonight. There's just no way. Right. Let's go look for suitcases and loose sticks. I'm not going to break any branches up right now. I'm about to leave this fire and just head out. Good. Oh, it's so sad. At least they died together. Every man dies, but not every man is truly lived. I heard that somewhere. Alright, I did not fully loot the plane yet, so we should probably do that, because there can be good stuff in the plane itself. I was focused on the suitcases early on, but these compartments up here also have stuff. Perhaps an expedition parka? I'm gonna go with probably no on that one. Uh-oh. That's not what I want here. That weather is not sounding great. what I see every day at work. Weather service radio with a touch of music when I get the chance. Who needs the main? Well, I'm guessing that's probably a radio tower and stuff, so it's definitely the top loot spots. We're going to be going there anyway, so I have to remember to take a ride over there. I think that does it for the plane. No expedition parka. Or any other parka for that matter. But we got a lot of food over here. Yeah. Wind howling like this is going to make it a little difficult to travel. Not gonna lie. Sure I didn't miss anything here. It's upside down, so it's down there. Much in the way of loose sticks either. Alright. Just in time. Leaving these elk here. On cold. So I'm going to try and warm up as much as I can. I'm not going to sleep. Alright. Let's go. I would really like to make it to the Pleasant Valley Farmhouse. But if I can't do that because the weather changes on me, I don't think it will. I think it's just cold and windy right now. Like this is like a blizzard blowing in right now. Grab every stick as I go along. I mean, you've seen how much firewood I'm burning through just to get warm. Especially when you don't have any coal. Normally when I'm fully kitted, I always have at least 2 lumps of coal on my fire pit just to be able to warm up. What a terrible way to die though. Guy must be new. I've never seen a guy here. Peek over here. There is a lootable spot over there, but it's really ill-advised to try and get to it if you don't have a weapon, which I do not have a weapon. I have rocks. I don't even have rocks. Well, I better be careful here because I will have a hard time dealing with a wolf. Pick up some rocks. Listening and looking. Those are up there. In the aforementioned loot area that I'm not going to yet. Over here should be relatively safe. You can see a cabin down there. That'll give us a chance to warm up. Now this looks like a blizzard might start here. So we're not gonna... I don't want to stay at this house. There's not a lot in it for me. You can tear some cloth up and stuff, but other than that, it takes about 5 seconds to loot this place and move on. and I think that's what we'll do. I'm not even gonna try and get warmed back up. I'm just gonna book it, keep going. Because what I don't want to do is have a blizzard set in and then have to try and travel through that and risk getting lost. Because Pleasant Valley, it's a big open zone, and frankly, a lot of it looks the same as the rest of it. So, you get caught out in here, it's not going to go great. Go inside, warm up. Ancillary warming is what we'll get. Hopefully there's some clothing. Let's see. I did notice from the first episode that I need to work on my camera work a little bit. You know, when you're just playing the game, you don't really think about that too much. And so I'm trying to be cognizant of how quickly I'm moving my camera and just make it a little less juddered and jarring. It's a little bit of a liability, to be honest, because you know, it pays to be able to look around quickly in the game, but I want it to be a good experience to watch it as well. So I am looking to improve. Self-improvement is important, right? All right, so we are going to book it. You know, we're going to get cold, but I don't want to be caught in a blizzard. I think I could probably find it in a blizzard, but oh, is that a deer? I hope that's a deer. If you don't see what I'm referring to, it's those legs right there. I think it's a deer, which would be good news because deer there means wolf not there. Get a little closer and try to tell. It's really hard because they've added does into the game, I've noticed. And the does look a lot more like the wolves than the bucks do, because wolves don't have antlers. And so it's, from a distance, it can be kind of hard to tell, honestly. Even at this distance, you know, if it was more silhouetted, I think I wouldn't be totally confident that that was a deer. Alright, let's run. Yeah, we're hungry, we're cold, all the long dark things. But this next episode, because I'm going to cut it off when we get to the farmhouse, because we're about a little over 20 minutes in, and between 20 and 30 minutes I feel like is about the right length for these. You know, I think going out to 40 or 50 minutes, it's just too much of a commitment to consume in one chunk. And so I feel like 20 to 30 minutes is a good range to shoot for per episode. And that is right about where we'll be. And here's that blizzard that I didn't want to get caught in. And so I'm glad to at least know,
not sure why I feel so tired.
Relatively speaking, where we are. I have my bearings. If we go around this big rock here, I'm going to go around on the left side. I'm going to take the conservative path, get a little extra cold doing it, but there can be 3 wolves up in this field here. And I would have trouble tangling with 1 wolf, let alone 3. More cattails with those airline trays we got, which I need to remember to drop outside so they spoil slower. But with those, we'll be well fed for tonight, that's for sure. If we can find a weapon. Ooh, that deer looks tasty, doesn't he? Wouldn't he look delicious on your plate? Ooh. Getting hungry just thinking about it, guys. Alright, head up this way. We should avoid the wolves. I say that, but basically they're going to be constantly changing this game over the course of the next year. And so at some point they're going to redo the wolf paths, and if I'm not careful, I might run headlong into a furry friend that has a taste for my blood. Some rose hips will need to try and get. So I think that's we can go in through here. Going through this door though. Loot the main house first. That's where the clothing will most likely be, I think. Warm enough? We're warm enough. The dream is alive. Well guys, I'm going to stop this here. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the long dark. This has been Old Pete Gaming.